Now I seek your kind permission to speak while sitting, you say. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, I welcome you all to the 12th session of the 16th Odisha Legislative Assembly. Let me extend my heartiest New Year greetings to all the members of this august House and the people of Odisha. This august House has expressed its deep condolences on the sad demise of late Vijay Ranjan Singh Varia, sitting member and ex-minister, late Gaulak Bihari Nayak, ex-minister, late Ripunath Seth, ex-minister of state, late Vishnu Charan Sethi, sitting member, late Surendranath Kanha, late Rajendra Prasad Singh, late Kapil Narayan Tiwari, late Gopa Narayan Das, late Adhikanda Sethi, all former members of the august House. I request all honorable members present today to join me in paying tribute to late Nava Kishore Das, sitting member and minister, late Gangadhar Das, late Arjun Chand Das, all former members. The House may convey our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families of the departed souls. My government has always accorded highest priority to the aspirations of an empowered and vibrant Odisha, rightly positioned both at national and international level. With the wholehearted cooperation and support of our people to different pro-people initiatives, Odisha is now on a journey of transformation and growth. We successfully hosted 2 editions of the FIG Men's Hockey World Cup in a row, constructed world's largest fully seated hockey stadium, Birsa Munda, Rourkela in a record 15 months time, and developed skilled in Odisha as a brand with national and international recognition. Opening of global companies like IBM's Client Innovation and Deloitte Technical Teams have made us the technology resource hub of Odisha. The path-breaking Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana now provides universal health assurance to all the people of Odisha. 5 key principles and more Sarkar initiatives have strengthened professional governance, improved governance measures through public feedback, and have brought people closer to the government through pro-people governance initiatives. My government has been able to set new benchmarks in many areas of governance, be it disaster management, human empowerment, food security, school transformation, or quality health care. The ways of my government are now synonymous with pro-people, pro-poor governance. I commend my government for successfully organizing the 3rd edition of the Make in Odisha Conclave, showcasing Odisha's growth story, creating investment-friendly environment for investing in Odisha and the FIH Men's Hockey World Cup 2023, exhibiting Odisha's prowess in hosting world-class sporting events back-to-back. My government has approved Industrial Policy Resolution 2022 for the next 5 years to transform Odisha into industrial hub of Western India by promoting industries in the thrust and priority sector of the state. Odisha has best-in-class facilitation and incentives for investors and a distinct competitive advantage. Odisha has been accorded the Achiever status in recently released Ease of Doing Business ratings by Government of Odisha. With abundant natural resources, skilled workforce, progressive policies, strong result-oriented governance, and conducive business ecosystem, Odisha has emerged as a leading investment destination of the country. The 3rd edition of Flagship Investor Summit Make in Odisha Conclave 2022 showcased huge investment potential in industrial prowess. It received investment intent of more than ₹10 lakh crore with employment of more than 10 lakhs. The grand event witnessed participation of 11 countries, hundreds of international delegates, 3 country partners, Japan, Germany and Norway, and many industry captains. With setting up of high-performance centers and world-class sports infrastructure, Odisha has emerged as one of the international sports destinations. During 2022, Bhubaneswar was the co-host venue for the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup India. It gave a major boost to the game of football in the state. To promote football among children, over 43,000 footballs were distributed to schools across the state. I congratulate my government on successfully hosting the FIH Men's Hockey World Cup twice in a row. This edition of the Men's Hockey World Cup, which was held in both Bhubaneswar and Rourkela, also saw the construction of world's largest fully seated Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium with 20,000 seating capacity, along with other infrastructure facilities with a record of 15 minutes time. To further boost infrastructure in the hockey heartland and nurture talent from the grassroots level, 20 hockey training centers with synthetic turf are being constructed. My government's efforts has transformed the state sports infrastructure to nurture champions for tomorrow and promote sports in a big way. It is heartening to see players and visitors from around the globe coming to our state to celebrate their favorite sports and make their stay in Odisha memorable with our hospitality. My government has formulated Odisha's Tourism Policy 2022. The policy promotes sustainable and responsible tourism with a vision to introduce niche tourism products, resilient tourism infrastructure, take tourism to unexplored destinations and focuses on accelerated development of the tourism sector. The new policy offers unmatched and attractive fiscal and non-fiscal incentives to augment private sector investment. Odisha's community-managed eco-tourism initiative has emerged as a successful model for attracting tourists. With the engagement of local communities in managing the nature camps, the state has further strengthened livelihood of forest-dependent communities with the objective of holistic destination development along with creation of state-of-the-art tourism infrastructure and niche tourism products to attract tourists and investors to invest in premium accommodation and hospitality projects across the state. My government has taken up integrated master planning of 16 priority destinations. Additionally, 69 tourist destinations have also been identified in the interior parts of the state for development of scenic sports at less explored locations with focus on provision of basic amenities and facilities. My government has allocated more than 5% of GSDP during 22 and 23 for continued thrust on creating quality infrastructure. This higher capital outlay with its multiplier effect has been instrumental in rapid economic growth and employment and generation for the working population. Railway connectivity and infrastructure propel economic activities and growth. My government partnered with Indian Railways to fill the viability gap wherever required. We have initiated joint venture, special purpose vehicles with Railway Ministry and other ministries to construct new rail lines and corridors, and have directly financed construction of railway lines besides providing land free of cost for construction of new railway lines. My government has notified the Odisha Motor Vehicles Registration and Functions of Vehicle Scrapping Facility Policy 2022 to reduce air pollution by scrapping old and unfit vehicles, to revive the unorganized vehicle recycling industry, and to encourage setting up of registered vehicle scrapping facility in Odisha. My initiatives have already been introduced for modernization of service delivery to the public, like issue of digital driving license and registration certificate, introduction of paperless online vehicle registration system at dealers' point, and adoption of smart queue management in RTO offices. My government has formulated Odisha Port Policy 2022 for holistic development of maritime ecosystem and to facilitate integrated development of the non-major ports and inland waterways, encourage private investment and generate employment. At present, 2 non-major ports at Dhamra and Gopalpur are operational in the state. Cumulative revenue share of rupees 742 crore has been collected over last 5 years from the 2 ports. Land alienation work is under progress for another 2 non-major ports, Suvarnalekha Port and Astranga Port. The Odisha Civil Aviation Policy 2022 has been formulated to further improve air connectivity and to create a more suitable business environment. This 5-year policy will unlock untapped potentials in the aviation sector and create jobs. My government's decision to operate direct flight to Dubai, Singapore and Bangkok will attract foreign institutional investors and MNCs, simultaneously make international travel seamless and economical for the people of Odisha. Jayapur has become the first state-owned airport to get a license for flight operations. Direct flight services between Biju Patnaik International Airport and Jayapur Airport in Koraput have also commenced. Flight operation in Rourkela, Bhubaneswar Rourkela route has also commenced, which facilitated flight of players, match officials and spectators during the Hockey World Cup 2023. Construction of Sri Jagannath International Airport at Puri is in progress. With the effort of my government, Biju Babu's Dakota aircraft was successfully shifted from Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport, Kolkata to Biju Patnaik International Port, Bhubaneswar, and being installed there for public viewing. My government attaches utmost priority to the quality power infrastructure across the state and is committed to provide quality and reliable power supply to all. During the last 20 years, huge investment has been made to enhance the generation capacity and to strengthen transmission and distribution infrastructure. Odisha Renewable Energy Policy 2022 has been notified to encourage development of renewable projects about 11,000 megawatt capacity in the state by 2030. My government's flagship scheme, Odisha Distribution System Strengthening Project for construction of 473 grid substations of 33 by 11 kV has ensured the completion of 463 substations, and with the operationalization of these substations, the quality and reliability of power supply has improved in the rural areas. Rupees 1,796.73 crore has further been improved by the government for construction of additional 99 grid substations of 33 by 11 kV and associated lines, along with 64 independent lines under phase 4. Rupees 188.58 crore has been released by my government under Biju Gram Jyoti Yojana for electrification of left-out household by June 2023. With effective policy decisions and successful implementation of schemes, our state is now ranked number 1 with the lowest unemployment rate in the country with a score of 0.9% as per the report of the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. Odisha has set up more than 5 lakh MSMEs with more than rupees 24,341 crore investment. Newly formulated MSME Development Policy 2022 is intended to give further impetus to industrial growth with special incentives for MSMEs to create jobs and boost economic growth in industrially backward districts. The Odisha Logistic Policy 2022 aims to create integrated logistic systems to enhance competitiveness, operational efficiency, and sustainability. The policy aims to map, develop, and augment logistics facilities across the state, improve efficiency of supply chain, decarbonize logistics sector, and encourage private sector investment. It will strengthen state's position as preferred destination for trade and commerce. Similarly, the Odisha Apparel and Technical Textiles Policy 2022 has been brought out to boost employment and enhance economic growth. My government has recently formulated Export Promotion Policy 2022 to achieve an export target of rupees 3.5 lakh crore by 2026-27, thereby taking Odisha to the league of top 5 exporting states. It advocates diversification of export basket by facilitating value addition. The Food Processing Policy 2022 is meant to tap immense potential of the sunrise sector. It gives special incentive for ST and STPWD women and technical entrepreneurs as well as incentives for the letting of enterprises in industrially backward districts. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Generation Scheme plays a critical role in providing wage employment to the wage seekers to secure their livelihoods. The state aims to generate 25 crore person days during the current year, providing employment to 30 lakhs households and 46 lakh wage seekers. To convert challenges into opportunities, my government has introduced an urban wage employment initiative, Mukta, for creation of inclusive and climate resilient urban infrastructure. My government has already spent rupees 500 crore on wage employment and creation of community assets. Further, my government has rolled out 6,320 urban infrastructure projects under Mukta with an investment of rupees 700 crore and is taking steps for their timely completion. Mukta has received global recognition with Gangbiju Award for Urban Innovation 2021 and has also received the prestigious World Resources Institute ROSS prizes for Cities Award 2021-22. The craftsmanship of our artisans and weavers is one of the best in the country. 1,396 weavers above 60 years have been covered under Varishtha Bunkar Sahitya Yojana for availing monthly social security assistance. 292 weavers have been covered under work shed cum housing. 6,515 weavers provided with concrete 100-meter pits, and 190 weavers covered under skill upgradation training with financial assistance. Under Mukhyamantri Bayan Jyoti Yojana, 5,421 weavers have been provided with financial assistance of rupees 10 crore. My government is well aware of the rich tradition of handlooms and handicrafts in the state and is initiating definitive programs for holistic development of the sector. Applications have already been filed before GI registry for graphical indication, registration of silver filigree of Kanak, Odisha brass and Bella metal craft of Kantilio and Odisha golden grass craft of Kendrapada. Steps have also been taken for GI registration of Belaguntha flexible brass fish and Barapalli terracotta roof titles. Agriculture and its allied sectors are the largest employment providing sector of our state and hold the key to the state's growth and socio-economic development of its people. Therefore, my government lays specific emphasis on development of this sector through various interventions supported by a comprehensive and inclusive state agriculture policy, separate agriculture budget, dedicated agriculture cabinet, inclusion of services under 5T, and Mo Sarkar are some of the remarkable initiatives which have ensured allocative priority for this sector. Faster decision-making for sectoral growth and welfare of farmers in the state. Odisha is now a food grain surplus state. The food grain production in the state has touched 130.39 lakh metric ton during 2020-21, which has more than doubled during the last 20 years. Similarly, rice production in Odisha has touched an all-time high of 2,730 kilogram per hectare with a 2.5 times increase during the same 20-year period. Odisha is the first state in India to observe 10th November as Mandya Divas, Millet Day, with the objective to promote the humble millet to the global level. Odisha was the first state to inaugurate curtain raiser for International Year of Millets 2023 at Make in Odisha Conclave 2022. I recall with pride that my government launched Odisha Millet Mission way back in 2017. My government's millet mission, meant to strengthen the production and promotion of millets in the state, has earned praise from Niti Aayog. UN World Food Programme signed Memorandum of Agreement with Odisha Millets Mission to study and replicate the model in Africa and other countries. All these efforts won Odisha the recognition of Best Millet Promoting State under Poshak Anaj Award by ICR, IIMR and FAO for the last 2 consecutive years. Till date, 41.08 lakh small and marginal farmers and 18.69 lakh 10 less agriculture households have already been provided assistance under Kalia scheme. Kalia scholarship introduced during 2021-22 to provide scholarship for higher study to eligible children of the beneficiary farmers of Kalia program has so far covered 765 student scheme. Odisha is the first state in the country to launch common credit portal simplified application for agriculture loan to facilitate seamless access to more than 300 term loan products to farmers and agri-entrepreneurs offered by 40 plus nationalized and private sector banks in a single window. Coverage of sharecroppers, especially landless farmers, who constitute a sizable proportion of the family forming community and remain outside the institutional credit system, is now ensured under Bhumihin Agriculturist Loan and Resources Augmentation Model Ballarama Yojana in collaboration with NABARD. Odisha is a pioneer in launching Mukhyamantri Krishi Udyog Yojana during 2018 to promote agri-enterprises through ease of doing agri-business. APICOL is the state nodal agency to implement this. Till December 2022, online registration of 5,368 commercial agriculture enterprises proposals have been received, which are in various stages of implementation. And so far, 858 agri-enterprises have been supported with an incentive of Rs 127 crore under the scheme. For Kharif 2022 season, against crop loan dispensation target of Rs 9,000 crore, Cooperative banks and cooperative societies have financed rupees 8,711 crore to 18 lakhs farmers, thereby achieving 97% of the target. For Rabi 2022-23 season, crop loan dispensation target of rupees 7,500 crore has been fixed by cooperative banks as against last year's Rabi target of rupees 6,500 crore. Livestock and fisheries sectors have augmented the income of our farmers over the last 2 decades. My government has identified these allied sectors as future growth propellers for our farmers, women self-help groups and entrepreneurs. To achieve self-sufficiency in fish production, the state has introduced commercial cage aquaculture in reservoirs by encouraging private entrepreneurs in 1% water area of large and medium reservoirs. This approach aims to increase fish production by an additional 1.25 lakh metric ton per annum. In this process, 104 sub-zones have been released out to 76 entrepreneurs for cage culture in Hirakud Reservoir. Biofloc-based farming system has been introduced by my government for intensive shrimp and fish farming for farmers and entrepreneurs with small land holdings. Under subsidy-oriented programs like Matsya Pokhri Yojana, my government encourages farmers to take up new fish tanks which enable lateral expansion of intensive freshwater aquaculture. Further, the liberal policy for long-term leasing of the panchayat tanks to women self-help groups for pisciculture has immensely helped to scale up scientific fish farming in the districts. My government has enhanced livelihood support to 15,000 fishermen families affected by imposition of fishing ban in Odisha for conservation and breeding of alive ridley turtles from November to May every year at Devi River mouth, Rishikulya and Dhamra River mouth. There is also year-round fishing ban at Bhitarkarnika Marine Wildlife Sanctuary. This assistance has been enhanced from rupees 7,500 to 15,000 per family from 2022-23. To achieve self-sufficiency in egg production, new entrepreneurs are being encouraged to take up commercial layer units with a minimum 10,000 bird capacity under Mukhyamantri Krishi Udyog Yojana, where 40 to 50% subsidies provided with a maximum limit up to rupees 50 lakhs. My government is also continuously promoting broiler farming in the state. This year it has been targeted to support 6,500 individual entrepreneurs and 3,000 women self-help groups for establishment of small-scale broiler units. For enhancing milk production in the state, my government has started using advanced bovine breeding technology with the objective of production of more female cows with high genetic merit through artificial insemination and reduction of male progeny. The state is supporting women self-help groups for commercial goatry units and individual farmers in the mining affected districts with small goatry units. The state is keen to provide assured irrigation with emphasis on integrated water resources development, water conservation and efficient water management practices. To conserve surface water and increase groundwater level, my government is constructing 3 in-stream storage structures while 16 more on the pipeline. Besides, 1,280 new check dams have been approved under Mukhyamantri Adivandha Yojana for conservation of surface water resources. Apart from surface water, my government is giving thrust for groundwater recharge in water-stressed areas through different innovative schemes. Providing irrigation to farmers is the top most priority of my government. During 2022-23, we have completed Dev Medium Irrigation Project and Mahanadi Chitrapallai Island Irrigation Project, which would benefit 164 villages in Murbhanj, Keonjhar, Kendrapada, Kanak and Jagat Singhpur districts. Besides, more than 17,000 hectares have been provided with irrigation facilities from Swan Lekha Irrigation Project. The work of Lower Sukti, Gangadhar Mehar Mega Lift Irrigation Project, Kanpur Irrigation Project and Anandapur Barrage Project have also been expedited and targeted for early completion. Apart from major and medium irrigation projects, Parvati Giri Mega Lift Irrigation Scheme, deep bore wells, community lift irrigation projects have been taken up in large scale to bring more areas under irrigation. we have completed 192 mega lift projects, more than 1 lakh bore wells in the meantime, and it has been decided to take up another 1 lakh deep bore wells during the next 5 years. My government has taken up cyclone resilient saline embankment project for raising and strengthening of 199 kilometers of saline embankment at an estimated cost of rupees 763 crore in coastal districts of Balasore, Bhadrak, Kendrapada and Puri. National Institution of Ocean Technology is providing technical assistance for this project. These saline embankments can sustain impact of very severe cyclonic storm of wind speed up to 250 km per hour. It will immensely benefit the people in these coastal districts. Every life is precious, continues to be the guiding principle and priority of Odisha's health sector transformation. Odisha's phenomenal progress in health sector is primarily attributable to implementation of more than 15 mega schemes and several result-oriented health system strengthening measures, including the epoch-making Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana. Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana has redefined universal health care along with empowerment more than 500 private hospitals across the country to provide cashless treatment to BSKY smart health and card holders of the state. Presently, 75,000 poor patients are receiving treatment for critical ailments every month in these empaneled private hospitals, for which the government is spending rupees 200 crore every month. Nearly 6 lakh beneficiaries have already availed benefits to the tune of rupees 1,200 crore through Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana Smart Health Cards. In a remarkable feat, Odisha has received first prize for generating highest number of Abha-ites during Universal Health Coverage Day 2022 campaign. Top 10 ranking districts in ID creation are from Odisha. Odisha has undertaken several path-breaking initiatives in healthcare services by leveraging technology for the well-being of its people. My government has launched Anemia Mukta Lakshya Abhiyan to benefit nearly 1.37 crore people, including pregnant and lactating mothers, women of reproductive age group, adolescents and children. My government has strengthened its measure to wipe out malaria by extending Durgam Anchalare Malaria Nirakaran initiative in 21 districts for another 5 years to achieve zero malaria by 2030. My government has established the Postgraduate Institute of Medical Science and Research at Capital Hospital, Bhubaneswar. Studies in PG courses at the institute have started in 6 disciplines from the current academic year. Commencement of MBBS courses in medical colleges at Puri, Keonjhar and Sundargarh will ensure availability of more doctors for healthcare services in Odisha. PET CT scan facility is now available to patients free of cost at Acharya Harihar Postgraduate Institute of Cancer, Kanak, which is first of its kind in any state government-run hospital. This will be immensely helpful to poor patients seeking cancer care and treatment. My government has approved cancer care units in 10 districts to strengthen cancer treatment facilities, which will go a long way in making Odisha a progressive cancer care state in eastern region. With proactive measures like creation of new posts for doctors and paramedics and restructuring of medical and health services cadre, health services across the state are being immensely improved. It is noteworthy that 203 assistant professors joined Odisha Medical Education Service during 2022. Such recruitment of health professionals would improve health education and healthcare services in Odisha. I am happy to commend my government for its outstanding performance in the management of public distribution system. Odisha has been ranked as the number 1 state across the country in the recently conducted state ranking index for NFSA by Government of Odisha. My government has covered 93.303 lakh families comprising of 3.24 crore beneficiaries under National Food Security Act and 2.92 lakh families with 9.05 lakh beneficiaries under State Food Security Scheme. Annual allocation of 22.56 lakh metric ton of food grains is being seamlessly distributed through 12,129 fair price shop at rupees 1 per kg All the 155 food storage depots managed by the Odisha State Civil Supplies Corporation Limited have been automated. All the fair price shops are automated through electronics point of sale devices which carry out Aadhaar authenticated distribution of food grains. Home delivery of ration is made to around 8,000 old and infirm beneficiaries through Gram Panchayat fair price shops. Odisha has already implemented One Nation, One Ration Card program across the state since July 2021. PDS beneficiaries under NFSA are now availing intrastate and interstate portability of ration card, and beneficiaries under SFSS are availing intrastate portability of ration card to conveniently receive their monthly entitlements. Odisha has made rapid strides in expanding paddy procurement facilities. Last year during Kharif marketing season 2021-22, the state procured 71.03 lakh metric tons of paddy from 15.14 lakh farmers, by which Odisha was ranked among top paddy procuring states in the country. In addition to meeting its own requirements of the rice, the state now makes substantial contribution to the central PDS pool. During the ongoing Kharif paddy procurement operation, satellite imagery is being utilized for validation of paddy crop growing areas in all 30 districts of the state to bring transparency in procurement process. My government unique initiative Vasudha ensures universal access to potable piped water supply to households in rural and urban areas. This scheme provides adequate safe water for drinking and domestic purposes on a sustainable basis and further strives to improve the drinking water supply in the state. My government has a mandate to provide adequate and safe drinking water to all the rural households by the end of 2024. Working in this direction, 3,350 piped water supply schemes and 31,761 tube wells have already been installed during the last 5 years. There has been a quantum leap in the rural water supply with the implementation of 207 mega piped water supply projects worth rupees 36,455 crore, out of which 10 projects have already been completed. 158 projects are under execution and 39 projects are under process. Odisha is a trend setter in the country in achieving universal coverage of tap water connections in urban areas. 82 urban local bodies have already been achieved 100% household tap water connections. Bhubaneswar and Kanak have become the first and second municipal corporation in the entire country to have achieved 100% household tap water connections. My government is committed to provide 100% house connections in all the 115 cities of the state before December 2023. Under Drink from Tap mission, Puri town has been covered with 24/7 water supply of directly drinkable water from tap, conforming to IS 10,500 standard with 100% household connection and metering. With this, Puri is the only city in India to achieve this distinction. After Puri, Gopalpur has become the second city to achieve 24/7 drink from tap status. My government transformative initiative, the Jaga mission, has been transforming slums into livable habitats. Jaga mission, the world's largest slum land rights and upgradation program, is now implementing Biju Adarsh Kalyan program, which is aimed at transforming slums to Adarsh colonies. 2,909 slums across 115 ULBs of the state will be transformed to Biju Adarsh colonies to improve the quality of living in slum areas. 725 slums have already been transformed to Biju Adarsh colonies, and 1.73 lakh families already granted land rights certificates. While bringing unprecedented changes in the lives of millions through land rights, Jaga mission provides social and economic justice to the poor. It has received many national and international recognitions. Odisha received PMAYU Awards 2021 for Best Policy Initiatives by State under Special Category during Indian Urban Housing Conclave in Rajkot. The efforts of my government as a pioneer state in creating solutions for the landless urban poor by providing them with security of tenure under Jaga mission has been recognized worldwide. My government's conviction that the slum dwellers are an indispensable part of the city fabric and they need to be empowered with the security of tenure instead of being evicted has been recognized by the United Nations Habitat, and Odisha has been conferred with the World Habitat Bronze Award 2023 for its slum upgradation program, Jaga Mission. My government is committed to provide pakka houses to all the rural poor. My government is implementing rural housing scheme, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, with 40% matching state share. Additionally, state-funded schemes like Biju Pakka Ghar Yojana Mining, Nirman Shramik Pakka Ghar Yojana are being implemented for achieving the objective, shelter security for all. My government has completed 31.42 lakh Pakka houses since 2014 to 15 and has become a pioneer state in the country in rural housing. The innovative practice of tagging field functionaries with specific beneficiaries to facilitate timely completion of houses has been highly applauded by the Parliamentary Standing Committee. The system of incentive out of Biju Pakka Ghar Yojana to the beneficiaries of all rural housing schemes for early completion of their houses has set an example for other states to emulate. My government has already paid incentive of rupees 1,341 crore to 8.19 lakh beneficiaries for timely completion of their houses. My government has earmarked substantial resources as per the recommendation of 15th Finance Commission and 5 State Finance Commission for provision of basic services like sanitation, supply of drinking water, rainwater harvesting and creation of durable assets. The second phase of Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin program launched in April 2020 aims at open defecation-free sustainability and solid and liquid waste management in rural India, targeting ODF plus status for all villages. Accordingly, village action plans are being prepared with focus on sanitation and solid and liquid waste management in convergence with Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin program, Manrega and Finance Commission grants. We target to saturate all Gram Panchayats with sanitation and waste management activities and towards ODF plus declaration of all villages by 2023 to 2024. Under Urban Seepage Program, construction of 118 seepage treatment facilities in 114 ULBs have been taken up, out of which 109 facilities have already been completed and made functional. Once all these seepage plants are completed, Odisha will become the first state to achieve 100% saturation under seepage treatment. Odisha's seepage model has received international recognition with Medal of Honor in the Ganjo Award. There has been a paradigm shift in the decentralized solid waste management. 248 micro-compositing centers and 211 material recovery facilities are now operational in 115 urban local bodies of the state. My government is implementing an innovative initiative, Garima, for safety and dignity of core sanitation workers. It aims to ensure protection and welfare of sanitation workers with fecal matter in toilets, septic tanks, sewers, and treatment plant facilities. The scheme benefits provides social security benefits like higher wages, risk and hardship allowances, two-wheeler support, mobile phone support, free education for children, pakka houses, life insurance, disability support, reduced working hours, illness allowance, and cash-free health assurance scheme coverage. 33 Grahes have already been constructed to create workers' lounge with resting, washing, and other amenities near the work sites. Successful implementation of Odisha model of decentralized and community-led sanitation, Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation was awarded with Best Fecal Sludge and Septage Management Model Urban, and Jajpur District was awarded for Best Skilling Initiatives in Sanitation in the Indian Sanitation Coalition FICCI Sanitation Award 2022. To address the nutritional needs of pregnant and nursing mothers, my government has launched Mammata, a conditional cash transfer maternity benefit scheme. Wage compensation of ₹5,000 is transferred directly to beneficiaries' account under the scheme, so that they are able to take adequate rest during their pregnancy and post-delivery. So far, 55.45 lakhs women have already been provided cash benefit of rupees 2,653 crore. My government has taken steps to transform Anganwadi centers to vibrant Anganwadi centers for improving service delivery and achieving benchmark in service delivery through vibrant infrastructure, addressing malnutrition, community mobilization, data management and analysis, and early childhood care and education. My government has formulated life cycle approach for accelerated reduction in malnutrition. SOPAN, strategy for Odisha's pathway to accelerated nutrition. A targeted strategy has been launched to transform nutrition scenario in 125 blocks in 22 districts of the state with pure nutrition indicators for improving nutrition outcomes of children below 6 years, adolescent girls, pregnant women, and nursing mothers. For improving health and nutritional status of children under 6 years and pregnant and nursing women, nutritious food in the form of hot cooked meals and take-home ration are provided under supplementary nutrition program. Prarambh, the policy for children 2022 focuses on children's right to survival, protection, physical and mental health, as well as right to education, participation, other milestones for optimal development. The child protection schemes and programs of my government cater to the basic needs of the children in need of care and protection and children in conflict with law and bring transformational changes in their lives through proper care, protection, development, treatment, and social reintegration. My government has rolled out Advika, an adolescent life empowerment program to engage with adolescent girls and boys on various health and nutrition issues. Approximately 13 lakh boys and girls across 74,154 Anganwadi centers have already been covered under the program. In order to cater to the primary needs of women in difficult circumstances, 52 Swadhar Graha and 19 Ujjwala's homes are operating in Odisha. A range of services like temporary residential accommodation with the provision of food, free medical, legal and vocational services are being provided to approximately 2,500 inmates under the scheme. My government is keen on implementing laws meant to protect women, prevent violence, and provide redressal mechanism. Empowering women in a mission mode, my government has transformed the lives of more than 70 lakhs Mission Shakti women. With continuous financial support, skill development training, and new livelihood avenues, the state has been successful in instilling confidence and a sense of pride in every woman. My government has launched mega credit outreach programs for women's self-help groups. It has ensured that Mission Shakti members get access to institutional credits hassle-free so that they could expand their livelihood opportunities. Mission Shakti is now set to elevate to the next level, from micro-entrepreneurship to production groups in collaboration with big business houses and value chains. Interest-free loans up to Rs 3 lakh is provided to enhance credit access to invest more capital in livelihood activities. With consistent financial support, skill development, training and market linkage, my government is transforming lives of women and giving fillip to their socio-economic empowerment. My government is committed to improving the quality of education of ST and SC students through various interventions like free education, scholarships, boarding and lodging facilities, free textbooks, reading and writing materials. Residential school facilities has been provided to 4.60 lakh ST and 1,735 residential schools and 7,058 hostels. Scholarship to nearly 20.65 lakh ST, SC and OBC students is another major intervention of my government for incentivizing the educational attainment among the students. To provide best educational opportunities to ST and SC students, pursuing higher education in urban areas, my government has constructed 8 Akanksha urban hostel complexes at Bhubaneswar, Brahmpur, Sambalpur and Rourkela to provide accommodation to about 3,900 students from different villages. Anavesh English medium schools with the objective of providing best educational opportunities to ST and SC students have also been established by government. My government has formulated an exclusive tribal livelihood promotion initiative, Mission Jivika Plus, which is an attempt to raise the income levels and the living standard of more than 1.5 lakhs tribal households by promoting diversified and gainful livelihoods in cluster approach over a period of 3 years with an amount of Rs 500 crore. Under Forest Right Acts, 4.61 lakh land titles have been already distributed over an area of about 10.20 lakh acres of forest land. To expedite the process of payment of compensation to victims of SC and ST atrocities, my government has launched single window application atrocity compensation assistance and relief, which will ensure faster investigation and payment of compensation within 21 days. My government is committed to empower the vulnerable sections of society through various social security schemes. Social security pensions are provided to about 49 lakh persons, covering the highest percentage of population amongst all states in the country. My government has also made provisions for pension for destitute, deserted, divorced women, orphan children and widows under Madhu Babu Pension Yojana. Banishri scholarship is provided to 23,975 PWD students. Old age homes are functioning in the districts to provide food, clothing, high-quality residential support and health services free of cost for the senior citizen. Odisha is amongst the foremost states to establish old age homes in each district. Integrated social security infrastructure complexes have been taken up in 10 districts in the first phase for residential support and rehabilitation of aged persons, destitutes and persons with disabilities. These centers will be developed as centers for excellence under 5T. My government's effort to improve education through school transformation program has received positive indications in Annual Status of Education Report 2022. The percentage of students enrolled in government schools rose from 88% in 2018 to 92.1% in 2022. Odisha's school transformation under 5T has transformed schools with modern infrastructure and a motivating study atmosphere. The move instills confidence and motivates students to excel in academics. I congratulate my government for placing Odisha among the top 10 states in performance grading index 2020-21 for states and UTs prepared by Ministry of Education, Government of India. My government's visionary More School initiative has ushered in a visible transformation in the school education ecosystem of Odisha. More School initiative has created a culture of continuous improvement by transformation of school education system. Within a span of 5 years, More School has become one of the largest alumni contribution programs in the country, with project cost touching a whooping 5,318 crore mark. This initiative has already been implemented in more than 50,263 schools, directly benefiting 43.33 lakh students. 5T High School Transformation Programs aims at transforming the government school infrastructure and improving the teaching learning experience with effective and novel learning methods. The school transformation program of my government has resulted in a significant increase in students' enrollment and attendance in the state-run schools and improvement in the overall academic and co-curricular environment of the schools. All-out efforts are being taken to impart quality English medium education through 313 Odisha Adarsh Vidyalayas in 313 blocks of Odisha. One iconic OAV at Adharua, Bhubaneswar for the meritorious students of class 11 and class 12, and a special OAV at Kotia GP of Potangi block in Koraput district have also been made functional during the current academic session. 167 OAVs have already been upgraded to senior secondary classes and commerce stream in the 30 OAVs has been opened. To develop and nurture meritorious students and to enable them to crack the state and national level entrance examination in medical science, engineering, CAT and NDA, coaching with residential facilities are being provided by government. The journey of transforming technical education and vocational training in Odisha continues to be aspirational in terms of steady improvement in physical, digital, intellectual layers of infrastructure of government technical institutes. Odisha Skill Development Authority and other stakeholders have continued their efforts in improving quality and relevance of this sector to make Skilled in Odisha brand a global reality. Vocational education is being imparted in 901 secondary and higher secondary schools across the state, wherein 1.13 lakh students have taken admission in 11 different vocational trade subjects. Our government ITIs have proved their excellence by participating in national level grading process. Out of 12,160 ITIs graded by the Directorate General of Training, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, 6 government ITIs and 4 private ITIs of our state have been placed in top 100 positions in the country. The new government ITI Koira in Sundargarh district has been operationalized as a mining skill academy during 2022-23 in partnership with Odisha Mining Corporation Limited. The Center of Excellence in Thermal Cutting and Welding has been commissioned at ITI Jajpur. The e-vehicle lab sponsored by Mahindra Electric Mobility Limited, Bengaluru, have been set up at ITI Barbali and Rourkela. The Center of Excellence in Advanced Welding with Robotics has been set up ITI Takpur, and Center of Excellence in Advanced Mechatronics has been set up at Government Polytechnic, Mayurbhanj. Skills Strengthening for Industry Value Enhancement Program has been successfully implemented at 10 selected government ITIs. Based on the performance, Directorate General of Training, New Delhi has considered 70 more ITIs under STRIVE Phase 3 program during 2022-23. The Internet of Things and New Age trades in smart city, smart agriculture, smart healthcare, smartphone technician, mechatronics technician, solar technician, additive manufacturing, 3D printing, drone pilot, technician have been introduced at STRIVE selected ITIs with National Council for Vocational Training affiliation. My government's initiative in higher education are based on the vision of achieving excellence in all aspects of higher education with access, equity and inclusivity paramount in its implementation. The basic objectives include aiming for global excellence in all higher education parameters, including quality of learning, research and innovation, industry, academia, linkages, community linkages, entrepreneurship and incubation, skills, career counseling and placement, internationalization, information communication technology and e-governance through digitization, infrastructure, learning tools, regulatory practices, student facilities and governance. Mo College Abhiyan is aimed at connecting the alumni with their alma mater of all state universities and non-government aided colleges. It provides a platform to the alumni to offer voluntary services for the betterment of college ecosystem. Funds for implementation of the Mo College program shall be met from voluntary donors with 2 times matching grant from the state government. Odisha University has been constituted by Odisha University Act 2017. It is a non-affiliating unitary university. Land measuring 9.60 acres has already been acquired, and the infrastructure development work for opening 5 schools in Odisha University at Satyavadi has already begun. My government has approved master plan for transformation of Veer Surendra Sai University of Technology, Burla, into a multidisciplinary engineering and research university by 2023 to 2030. With expenditure of 2,000 crore in 3 phases over 5 years. My government has also approved implementation of master plan for transformation of Odisha University of Technology and Research with an outlay of rupees 1,500 crore. With the transformation, Odisha University of Technology and Research will broaden its horizon and will give impetus to technical education and research. My government provides scholarship of rupees 10,000 per annum to students pursuing professional education Junior merit and senior merit scholarship and PG scholarships are awarded to intermediate, graduate and postgraduate students. To promote Odia language at the college level, Vyasakavi Kirmon scholarship has been instituted, wherein one-time scholarship of rupees 20,000 per student is provided to eligible students. My government has been undertaking various activities for protection, regeneration, extension of forest and tree cover in Prakriti Bandhu on the occasion of World Environment Day. During the last 5 years, Chilika Development Authority is carrying out approved action plan for eco-restoration and sustainable management of Chilika and Anshupa Lake and its catchments. Odisha is known for its cultural diversity, its rich cultural heritage, literary tradition, historical monuments, archaeological sites, tribal and traditional art, sculpture, dance, music, painting, handlooms and handicrafts attract tourists, scholars, researchers to appreciate, enjoy and understand their myriad ways of artistic grandeur. My government, through institutions like Odisha Sahitya Academy, Odisha Sangeet Natak Academy, Odisha Lit Kala Academy, Odisha Urdu Academy, Guru Kelchand Mahapatra Odissi Research Center, Odisha State Archives and Odisha State Museum undertakes comprehensive and systematic steps for protection and promotion of Odia language, literature, music, dance and drama, Odissi dance, fine arts and culture and heritage of Odisha. At present, 27,478 indigent artisans are getting social security coverage through Mukhyamantri Kalakar Sahitya Yojana. My government has set a target of assisting 50,000 indigent artists under the scheme. Odisha has come a long way after the 1,999 super cyclone in aptly handling natural disasters. My government's of zero casualty in natural disasters is now being rightly dubbed as the Odisha model at the national and international level. This has happened due to the state's consistent efforts in building effective community-level warning, establishment of multi-purpose cyclone shelters, community participation in grassroots level disaster awareness, training and preparedness and early warning dissemination system with last mile connectivity. My government has implemented some transformative best practices dealing with disasters and natural calamities. Under National Cyclone Risk Mitigation Project, the early warning dissemination system is functioning in 6 coastal districts of Balasore, Bhadrak, Kendrapada, Jagatsinghpur, Puri and Ganjam. This project is first of its kind in India. The Doppler weather radar stations at Gopalpur and Paradip are now fully functional, which help IMD in weather forecast and providing other relevant information with accuracy on real-time basis. Left-wing extremism situation in the state was dealt formally during the last 5 years. The number of LWE affected districts has been now reduced to 10 from 21 due to proactive response of my government and security forces. The turnaround in this situation in the Swabhiman Anchal of Malkangiri has been the most redeeming feature in the success achieved in the anti-LW front by the state. My government is implementing emergency response support system with a command center at Bhubaneswar through which police service, fire service, women and child helpline are being brought under one umbrella, helpline number 112. Fire Services of Odisha has rendered commendable service in carrying out relief and rescue operations inside and outside the state during different natural calamities. My government is now emphasizing on human resources requirement and recruitment in the state police. Aska police station in Ganjam district has been selected as one of the best 3 police stations in the country for 2022 by Ministry of Home Affairs. It has also been declared the best police station in crime and criminal tracking network and systems. Dashboard for 2022. Further, Odisha Police has achieved 2nd position for integration of forensic science labs with interoperable criminal justice system at 4th conference on good practices in CCTNS ICJS. My government has rolled out Odisha Right to Public Services Act 2012 to provide all the notified services to the citizens within the stipulated time. So far, 401 public services relating to 41 departments have been notified under this Act. A central monitoring system has been developed to monitor all online services notified under this Act, with provisions for filing appeal and revision online by the citizens, and to supervise delivery of public services by the designated authority at the higher level. The central monitoring system has been integrated with Odisha One portal. My government has implemented the litigation management system in order to ensure better management of court cases of High Court of Odisha and State Education Tribunal. Court cases of various departments of the High Court of Odisha are being scanned and indexed to facilitate implementation of litigation management system. The interim orders, final judgments and contempt cases from the High Court are being received digitally to litigation management system for timely compliance of the orders of the High Court of Odisha. My government's Mo Sarkar initiative has changed the contours of public service delivery in Odisha. The coupling of technology with a solid governance mechanism has enabled it to deliver transformative outcomes. People's feedback on public service delivery has made governance pro-people and pro-poor, and coupled with the 5T principles, we are now heading towards a technology-driven, transparent governance system that aims at timely transformation of all public service delivery through team effort. Odisha Vigilance has been ranked number 1 in the country by National Crime Records Bureau in detection and registration of disproportionate assets cases. In all major parameters like registration and disposal of corruption cases and conviction of corrupt public servants, Odisha Vigilance is among the top performing anti-corruption agencies in India. My government has adopted zero tolerance approach to corruption so that basic public services are available to people at grassroots in a fair and transparent manner, and the benefits of welfare and developmental schemes reach the backward, the poor and the deserving. My government is taking all steps to deliver public services in mission mode with use of information technology. IT-enabled services such as Bhulekha, Bhunaksha, e-mutation, e-registration, e-poverty and e-certificates are some notable initiatives in ensuring timely delivery of services in a transparent manner. 34 public services pertaining to land revenue administration has been notified under Odisha Right to Public Services Act and are being delivered online to the citizen. This has reduced the physical interface between government offices and citizens, enhanced transparency and augmented good governance. As a mineral-rich state, Odisha has vast reserves of high-grade iron ore, bauxite, chromite, magnesium, coal and other minerals. My government has been implementing IT-based mineral administration through integrated mineral management systems to cater to the ease of doing business in the mining sector. With the increase in production and dispatch of minerals over the years and successful award of mining lease through a transparent auction, the mining revenue of the state has gone up significantly. It is praiseworthy that Odisha Excise has been conferred Digital India Gold Award by the President of India for ease of doing business through e-Abkari. My government has implemented many online modules for monitoring and strengthening enforcement activities related to excise administration. My government's Commercial Taxes and Goods and Services Tax Organization has been awarded Tax India Online National Taxation Silver Award 2022 in the Reformist States category and the GST State VAT categories. Odisha has been selected on the basis of the responses received from citizens as well as taxpayers. My government has been a pioneer state in implementing emulative international best practices in public financial management. Odisha has topped among large states in fiscal management as per the first edition of State Ranking 2023 by CARE Edge. Better score on revenue and fiscal deficit and healthy debt management indicators was translated into Odisha, topping the ranking in the fiscal category in the state ranking report. To enhance transparency and budget credibility, my government has been providing complete budget information in user-friendly formats in the website of the Finance Department as well as the dedicated Odisha budget portal. Monthly, quarterly and half-yearly fiscal analysis reports are also uploaded for information of general public as well as the intelligentsia. My government has brought out new disclosures, namely Fiscal Strategy Report, Fiscal Risk Statement, SDG Budget and Status Paper on Public Debt, along with Annual Budget 22-23, making Odisha a leader state in budget transparency and disclosure. Odisha has become the only state to have a budget stabilization fund to hedge against revenue shortfall, if any, in future. During the last 2 years, preceding 2022, COVID-19 pandemic gripped us in its fear, but it also helped us to see the world with a different perspective. The global pandemic made us to realize the importance of life and what truly matters in it. We learned the importance of self-reliance, empathy. We were grateful, counted our blessings, and scientific community working taught us resilient handling of this virus and saving invaluable human lives. The year 2022 was marked by the unnerving combination of war, high inflation pressure, energy scarcity and climate change, followed by quantitative tightening fiscal measures by all central banks across the world. While the year was challenging and tested us repeatedly, what made the mark was our resilience. We have emerged hopeful, more grounded and humble. We learned to weather uncertainty, flexibility, endurance, change and agility became our new identity. The political and economic situation in the country continued to remain resilient, adhering to its better policy strengths and higher level of economic activities. 2022 was a year of sustenance, growth and a next level transformation in service delivery for Odisha. Technology served as a tool in transforming delivery of good governance and public goods and services. My state has performed phenomenally well in several sectors, be it public health initiatives, rural housing, disaster management, transforming our educational institutions, providing quality education to lakhs of ST and SC, minority and backward class students, the vibrant Mission Shakti movement, transforming the socio-economic landscape and empowering our women, our own food security scheme for every deserving family, or our supporting and tourist infrastructure, or carrying out administrative reforms or public financial management reforms. Despite several challenges, during the year 2022, my government has made a remarkable journey. The new, vibrant Odisha of aspiration is in the making. An all-round growth story is on the rise. My government will continue to prioritize the delivery of essential services, creation of livelihood opportunities, and development of the key and basic infrastructure, including connectivity, provision of safe drinking water, power supply, supporting agriculture with irrigation and other facilities, and taking health care and education to the next level. I would like to reiterate in unequivocal terms that my government is firmly committed to develop all regions of the state and empower all sections of people. I now leave it to your deliberations and wish you all success. Vande Utkal Janani.